Blackpool Stadium, manager Nathan Jones, a 1-1 draw against Mansfield. You happy with the point from that performance?
I think content is the word, not really happy. Obviously we came, we wanted 3 points, but in terms of the scale of the game and what it means and stuff, a point I think pretty much a fair result, and as I said, it's not a bad result.
Would it be fair to say it wasn't a particularly good first half performance from your side?
No, I think we've been a bit harsh there. I think, look, we negated them to literally set plays. That was it. I mean, they had no other threat apart from set plays, and we negated that because we controlled the ball. We didn't go back to front and allow them to get any kind of head of steam up and so on. The frustrating thing was we conceded from being sloppy from set play again. Second ball comes out, no one marking on the edge of the box. People let a runner go, and that's frustrating. No matter how much work you do, that's just something. That's just a discipline. So that's the only disappointing thing. But apart from that, I didn't feel we were under any real pressure. I mean, we know they're going to knock balls on, so it seems like you're under a bit of pressure. But all they do, they knock the ball long, they try and fight, they try and get on the second balls and try to think. But we negated that. I mean, look, I can't remember them creating much apart from late on, where they just put it in your box and stuff. So no, look, it was quite a controlled performance, and I thought second half we were the better ones, but first half we just never really sort of had a killer instinct about us, really.
Didn't really create any opportunities to trouble their keeper in the first half.
But we got in real good areas, and that's the trouble. That's what I said half time. We got to need a bit more ruthless streaks. We got in some great areas. We counter-attacked really well. Danny had a thing, but they want to take an extra test. They want to score a perfect goal instead of sometimes just pulling the trigger. Other teams, we don't score from outside the box. Apart from Cameron McGeehan, we don't score from outside the box because they don't want to pull the trigger. They want to score the perfect goal, and sometimes it looks wonderful, but just want to win football matches, and that's probably the only thing. But look, we looked solid. We competed. These are the very physical, front foot, energetic side. But we had a good side. We don't get beaten much, but we just probably needed to probably have a bit more killer instinct first half. But I was pleased with second half.
Second half, obviously words said at half time. They came out, they looked stronger, and they went on the attack early doors and got the penalty that Danny converted.
Yeah, but we should do that from the kick-off. That's what I'm saying. I have to keep telling them how good a side they are. And the young side, look, and we want to win the game, but with a young group, they're a good group, but they're a young group, and we're evolving. As I said, there's a long way for us to go before we become a complete side where we're really at it, and we have people that can control and win games regularly. But that's a work in progress, and we're at the first stage really of that. So I want us to be a bit more ruthless, but the trouble is at the minute we're not able to keep that up for 90 minutes. So we did it second half, we didn't really do it first half, but we never looked like in any danger. We have a good structure, we have good players. It's just we need a little bit more ruthlessness about it, and if one or two are off it, then it shows.
After Danny had scored, it seemed to get him into the game more, and there was more chances for him. A header goes wide, and another effort he just couldn't get on the end too. So it brightened him up as well, didn't it? And that seemed to galvanise the team at the same time. Yeah, he was way off it first half. Him and Isaac were way off it first half. We played. We couldn't get him into the game. Pelly Ruddock wasn't at it. We couldn't get Dan Potts into the game. But then as soon as we actually stepped on a yard and showed a little bit more bravery, then we came into the game a lot more. And like I said, we're a good side. When we're on the front foot and when we really want to do stuff, we're a good side. Trouble is, it took us a little bit of time to do that today. There are also one or two decisions out there that seem to baffle us all. I don't want to try and get you to say anything against the referee, but it doesn't help with the frustration, does it, when things aren't perhaps going as well as they could with the performance, that you get picked up on almost nothing at times.
It's a bit frustrating at times, but look, the referees apologised to me at the end for one or two little errors he made and stuff, but they're human and so on. But we have to try and negate that. If we do our jobs correctly, then look, we win that game. And I said we always got we have a real mean defence in terms of how we do stuff. We have a real mean defence about us. We don't lose many games. It's just we just need a little bit more, a little bit know-how at times. And look, that might come in time, or that will come in time. But hopefully it'll come with this group.
When you look at the Easter weekend, it's only 2 points from the possible 6. Must be a frustration there that when you were going out to get 6 and to keep the pressure potentially on Portsmouth and Plymouth, who have now gone up because of the results. Yeah, and look, congratulations to them. They're a side. Look, they're further down the line than where we are. More managers there have been. Doncaster have come down and have got a fantastic squad. Plymouth and Portsmouth have been together for 2 years now in terms of the recruitment they've had and the group.
and they're experienced groups. Both of them are experienced groups, so we're a year behind them. So what we want to do is try and get up, because next year, I said, we'll be a good side whatever league we're in. So hopefully we can get up through the playoffs. And I said it'll benefit the young group we've got here. But as I said, we're a year behind them in our recruitment and everything. We've managed to do real good work up until now in terms of where we are, getting the team from 18th place in the league to 4th, just competing to try and get up. But we've done that in just over a year. So with another window and with another summer and a bit more experience for the lads, then look, we'll be where they are in terms of squad-wise, in terms of everything.
It's a case now of just securing that playoff place, isn't it, over the next few games, not taking anything for granted, but at the same time being aware of other factors that you've got to think about. Obviously there was talk on Friday about Danny Hilton, his bookings, and that all figures, doesn't it, in the last few games? Yeah,
it does, but Danny's on the knife edge every single game he plays, you know. That's Danny Hilton. So we'll make sure we look after him, make sure we've got to get over the line. So you know, we've got a big game next week, massive game, and it's a big week for us. But as I said, look, it's important, one, not to lose the game today, in terms of not to give anyone else to be 3 points off, or, you know, and things like that. So it's a decent point. These are flying in terms of how they are and their energy, and you know, they have a manager who drives them on, to be fair. So we knew it was a dangerous game to come into today, but I thought we acquitted ourselves fantastically well, and apart from one lapse of concentration, I thought we were, you know, I thought we deserve what we got.
There's a lot of talk about formations of late. Obviously 2 wins in a row using the 3-5-2, went back to the Diamond on Friday and back to the 3-5-2 today, but was that more so because you Mansfield were going to play that as well?
No, look, we don't match teams that. What we did at home against Luton Orient, we felt we were going to be fluent, felt we were going to have enough possession to hurt them, and we felt that the Diamond's a little bit more of a real attacking shape, and it proved that, because we should have been outside at half time. We watched the game back again, and look, we should have been outside in terms of the domination we had. We weren't, so okay. So we ended up drawing the game, but if we'd won the game then, like we should have, then it wouldn't have been a problem. We alternate between the two because we knew we needed a big physical threat today, because they are land of the giants. Let's be honest, they could put 7 in the box at any one time, and they do at times. So we knew we needed a big side. So by doing that, we got that shape that kind of combated that. And I said, apart from one instance where they scored, you know, and even that is just we actually won the headers there. I thought we coped with everything they threw at us.
And just a word, obviously Jordan Cook has missed out today, we assume through the injury he's picked up on Friday. Are you able to update us any further on that?
We're just waiting to see what it is, because it's as I said, he sort of opened up his knee, the outside of his knee, so we don't know what it is until we scan it properly on Tuesday. So it's a loss for us, because he's a good player, and as I said, so we'll have to wait.
But when you were able to welcome back Dan Potts back into the starting 11 again?
Yeah, well, and look, it's a big ask because he's been out, and we were worried about him heading the ball really, because psychologically, but then he nailed that straight away in terms of being brave and going in. So look, we're delighted to have him back, and so we want as many as we can now with the running coming up.
Thank you very much, Nigel.
There's a few words with Steve Evans, I think, during the game on the touchline. Is he an interesting person to come up against, managing wise?
Yeah, I get on with Steve. I mean, off the pitch he's a little bit different than he is there, but yeah, he's an interesting character. He said something to me I took offence to, so we sorted it out. It's no problem. But look, Steve's a real big character. Football needs those characters. He's very entertaining on the side if you're not actually the opposing manager. But no, look, he's got his side here. He's transformed them a bit. They're right on the front foot. They want to do something. So look, he's got him playing. I said it's a difficult game. Whenever you play against the Steve Evans side, you know you're going to be in for a battle and a fight and you've got to be right at it. And to be fair to my players, they were today.
And is it frustrating to be missing out on promotion automatically and have to go to the playoffs if possible?
No, look, I want us to realise where we've come from. Yeah, I wanted to go up automatically. My goals were to win the league, or to go up automatically. Look, we haven't been able to do that. But there's sides that have gone up, and congratulations to all 3, because they've been together, regardless of their budget or anything like that, which helps. But regardless of that, their sides have been together, so they've been able to get experience in. They've been able to get experience of that level. They've been together, so they've narrowly missed out, both of them, last year. Obviously Doncaster come down, but they both missed out, and they've gone one step further now. Now we want to go we're a year. If we go up this year through the playoffs, then we're a year ahead of them. At the minute, we're a year behind them in terms of our recruitment, in terms of everything, and transforming it to the side that we want, the squad we want. But it's a work in progress, and that will continue. That will continue. I love my group. They're a good group, but we want to improve on all levels. So we're constantly evaluating who we take forward, who everything, and we're in a good place. I mean, to come in and to go up automatically would have been fantastic, but we're a work in progress. From where we were at 18th to now we're 4th competing. I'll defy anyone to say that we're underachieving.